love but me some Fallout.
No good can come of this, Lawrence. You won't win.
What's going on?
Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest your appointment as father's successor. They've taken control of the bioscience security systems and cut off our food supply.
I gotta go to the bathroom and get something to drink. And then I want to see that sarcastic look. I'll be right back.
What's going on?
Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest your appointment as father's successor. They've taken control of the bioscience security systems and cut off our food supply.
Oh, great. Like I don't have enough problems.
Well, I'm sorry you've been inconvenienced, but solving personnel issues is part of an administrator's job.
Is there a way I can communicate with them?
As a matter of fact, there is. I can unlock the maintenance tunnel that leads to the bioscience observation room. From there, you should be able to communicate with Higgs and Loken. If you can't reason with them, you can use this holotape to access the command functions on the observation room terminal. That should give you some options. Just please, try to talk to them first. Use violence only as a last resort.
Sorry, I had to break it.
Just give me a moment. There, it's unlocked.
Is someone present?
You must die now, human.
That one last time showered with cabs.
Aha! I thought I heard something. Made it past the guards, Impressive.
Doc,
If you've come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time.
I know you're angry, but there's a better way to handle this.
Oh, you're wrong. You see, I've tried talking. For years, I've suggested that we do things differently here, but nobody listens. Let's see if anyone can afford to ignore me now.
Father believes in me. The least you can do is give me a chance.
No. The risk... If you've come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time.
I had a more direct solution in mind.
Oh, really? Our sent guards are programmed to attack anyone who enters here. So by all means, come and join us. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Father believes in me. The least you can do is give me a chance.
How could you hope to lead us when you hardly know anything about what we do? I'm sure you mean well, but you must see that it's an impossible task.
I'm under no illusion that this will be easy.
Your determination is admirable, if misguided. The truth is simply this. You have no idea what it means to be the director of the Institute.
Can't you at least give me a chance?
A chance? What do you think, Max?
Even the most fastidious researcher must sometimes take a leap of faith. I say let's give it a try.
Very well, then. Open the door, and let's return to the fold.
Synths, abort command override and resume normal functions.
Only opens with a key.
Yeah, I got it. Although if this is a true survival, you'd only really get one chance. Then you have to load it from when you last slept.
You have a lot to learn if you're really going to be the next director of the Institute.
Bravo! I admit I was fearing for the worst, but I can see that I underestimated you.
I'm just glad they listened to reason.
Indeed. There is one further matter to discuss. Obviously, some kind of disciplinary action must be taken here. The question of what form it takes is up to you.
Put them on probation. Limit their access to quarters and non-working areas.
That's more than fair. I'll see to it that everyone's notified. I'll take that holotape back. I also wanted to offer you something as a more personal expression of gratitude. I know that your work often takes you to the surface where supplies are scarce. I gathered these items together for you. I think you'll find them useful.
Jet. Yeah, methamphetamine, sure.
X688 sounded very impressed with your work at Libertalia. He doesn't give praise lightly. Hold on.
We are honored to welcome you here.
I can't believe I let Lawrence talk me into that scheme.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
Even though I'm a synth, Alan and Liam have made me feel like a part of their family. Busy day for you, isn't it? When?
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your comrade skills.
I suppose I'll never be trusted again.
Hi, mister.
Well, hello.
Huh?
We're keeping Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken under close observation.
Hello.
Another lovely day, isn't it?
Doctor.
Ah, hello. If I may take a moment of your time, we're having some trouble on the surface. There's a den of those abominable feral ghouls that's been threatening one of our scavenger teams. We've had to recall the synth scavengers until the situation can be dealt with. Hopefully by you.
I took care of them already.
Splendid. And you hardly seem the worse for wear. Remarkable. Father said that you were a soldier. You must have been a good one.
I won my share of medals.
I don't doubt it. Not even a bit. Thanks to you, I can finally send that scavenger team back to the surface. Of course, there are feral ghouls hiding all over the Commonwealth. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we have to deal with them again. If you're willing to undertake another extermination, come and see me. I can always use the help.
Good evening.
We've improved security in bioscience. Now nobody can lock us out.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Sean.
I hope you realize how important mass fusion is to our overall goal.
Scanning. Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I've increased synth responsiveness by 0.04%.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Busy day for you, isn't it?
Dr. Fillmore.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
I need some details here. I have no idea what I'm getting into.
Of course, that's why we're talking. Otherwise, you'd be up top already. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done when I've got it in my hands. I'm going with you.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there.
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help you?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Allie.
So, what can I do for the future director of the Institute?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the Facilities Division immediately.
Brotherhood sure is here. Guess we'll have to go through them.
Oh, right. Well,
I wasn't expecting this. I guess it's nice to see some of our older models have been useful to you.
Ah! Found it! No! Long trip, brother.
Don't have the
Doesn't look
card.
like that'll get us anywhere. At least not without whatever card activates it. No sign of the agitator. We'll have to search the rest of the building.
That's it.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way.
Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the beryllium agitator, you said it would be for the benefit of mankind. Instead, I find out that you have been planning on turning it over to the military all along. You lied to me.
Don't give me that high and mighty attitude. Have you picked up a newspaper lately? There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Since when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal?
That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
hell is Ellie? Is it the one I'm with? No, that's Allie.
Going down.
It's an ambush! Target located.
What's that? Got him! Dead knife target reacquired. Something out.
Blow the conduit! Now!
It's clever. I'll give them that.
You playing hide and seek? Don't even break a sweat. Not that it's an option. Aptly done. Say the word, I'll take a crack at that terminal for you.
Sweet. That ought to do it.
That should do it. Elevator ought to have power again.
Going down.
Allie.
Well, isn't this fun? There's the reactor. Not a bad piece of work for its time.
Yeah, it looks great. I'd prefer it in our long, distant past. Let's wrap this up, shall we?
Wait there. Hey, come on. I'm through.
Geiger counter doing
Levels are
cartwheels
almost off
too?
the charts. I'll monitor things from here.
Dow cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Contamination complete. You may proceed. Security alert in the reactor chamber. Emergency lockdown initiated. Please wait. Decontamination complete.
Perimeter movement detected. Possible.
Dr. Fillmore.
Well, isn't this fun? Normally I wouldn't advise sticking your hands into strange fusion reactors, but I suppose this is the exception. This wasn't really what I planned on doing today.
Allie.
Normally I wouldn't advise sticking your hands into strange fusion reactors, but I suppose this is the exception.
Lockdown ended.
These guys just don't know when they're beaten, do they? I'll help the synths buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
Dr. Fillmore.
This wasn't really what...
By order of the Institute, you must do this. Statistically speaking, this is
What are you talking about? They're acting the same as they do every day.
They may look docile, but I assure you... I wish you could have known Father as we have.
And you were sure about that?
If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division.
I dislike resorting to the use of Commonwealth technology, but the advantage it will provide in this case cannot be overlooked.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Excuse me.
I'm glad you're here. I just got some bad news, and you should probably hear it. A raider gang just hit one of our scavenger teams. The bastards captured a Gen 1 synth. Our tracking shows that it's still functioning, but we don't have the assets to spare for a rescue.
There's gotta be a courser nearby who can handle it.
Nothing in that area. No. At this point, it's you or it's nothing. Hopefully I can count on you to take care of this. Take this transmitter. Give it to the synth when you find it. Report back when the raiders are gone and I'll schedule the retrieval.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful. Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
You showed a lot of leniency with Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken.
Good morning. Would you care for some pre-processed nutritional supplements?
Let's see what you have.
It's great to have you here.
A clean and healthy work environment is
Dr.
essential to
Fillmore.
I think that
maximum
was enough
productivity.
excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
I want to compliment you on your handling of the situation in bioscience. Bravo.
Good evening.
I see. Any additional... Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Okay. How's your energy level? Feeling any fatigue?
No more than I'd expect from a man.
Interesting. You're sticking to the regimen?
Remember to conserve power
Yes,
at every
Doctor, I'm
opportunity.
taking all my little pills.
I see.
Yes, thank you, Doctor. I think that will be all for now.
But I haven't quite finished.
I believe we're done now. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased at the results. Would have been a terrible setback to lose that technology to those savages. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology in the Commonwealth, if not beyond. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I think you've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future, and we must focus on the present. And look at me, rambling on like the old man I am. I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
Do you need more parts for the reactor? I could have gotten them while I was out.
No, this is a different matter. Hopefully one that does not put anyone at risk. This situation, I'm afraid, is something of your creation, however unintentional.
I find that very hard to believe.
Yes, which is why I said I believe it to be unintentional. While you were assisting Dr. Fillmore, a second team was sent out to invite someone from the Commonwealth to join the Institute. Apparently, there was some miscommunication, and this individual called for help, which arrived in the form of your Minutemen. My understanding is that no shots have been fired. I would like it to stay that way. I need you to go there and speak to your Minutemen gathered outside. Insist that they stand down at once. Dr. Thompson is on site, and he will be your primary contact. I know you can resolve this situation, but it is of paramount importance that this special individual be brought to the Institute immediately.
Why all this effort? What's so special about this person?
Mr. Wallace? Despite a lack of formal training, our surveillance has shown he has incredible intellect. With his help, we may be able to drastically speed up work on the reactor.
Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
What's going on here?
You're an unexpected surprise. We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. He'll have to go through us to get out of there. We don't know quite what we're up against, but it's good you're here to help. How did you hear about this?
Can you bring me up to speed on the situation?
Commonwealth citizen lives in that there observatory. Institute thugs showed up to haul him off, only he spotted them coming. He managed to fire off a flare gun, got our attention, and we got up here as quick as we could. Now they're trapped inside. So, how do you want to play this? We thought about trying to lure them out here, since it'd be easier to kill them. But then we realized we probably ought to storm the place, to make sure they can't disappear on us. That makes sense, right? So, you want to lead the charge?
No one is going to do anything. Tell your men to stand down.
I don't... Are you kidding me? If we don't do something now, they're gonna take that poor guy wherever it is they go. And we'll have failed. Again. Are you gonna order the attack or not?
This whole thing is just a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding. Can't wait to hear this. Explain to me how this is a misunderstanding.
The Institute wants the same things you do. We can find a way to work together.
I don't know about that, but... Look, if nothing else, you'd best get in there and make sure that man's okay. I'll make sure no one makes a move on him in the meantime. But, well, you'd better be right about this.
Thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Everything's taken care of. You're safe.
Good. Good. It was bad enough that Wallace started giving us trouble, but then he called in those savages.
The Minutemen were only doing what they felt was right.
Well, from here it looked like they were out for blood. And if you hadn't arrived, I think they might have gotten it. Can we just get on with this, please? I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
If he's really important to the Institute, then it's worth it.
You're right, I suppose. I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably don't want to know. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, they watched pretty closely. I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him, to see if he was Institute material. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
What do you mean, get Wallace? You don't have him already?
I know. There's just... well, there's a slight problem with that. He doesn't want to go with us. I was thinking, maybe you could try and talk to him.
No problem. I'm sure I can get him to see reason.
I hope so. We really need him.
Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Don't be ridiculous. Of course I'm not a robot.
That's exactly what a robot would say. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
What can I say to convince you that we're not going to hurt you?
That you're leaving and never coming back.
Right. We're here to steal your kidneys and your memories. That's why I'm wasting time talking to you through the door.
That's not funny! None of this is funny!
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Fine, fine. What do you want from me?
The Institute needs your help, Mr. Wallace. It's as simple as that.
My help? With what?
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
You'd be helping us create a better world.
That sounds good. Okay, fine. I'll go.
You must be pretty excited being named the next director. Okay. I think we've got this under control now. Thanks. I mean, thanks for the assist.
Hey, I'm here to help. You're welcome.
I really mean it. I owe you one. I'll see you back in the Institute.
Power up. One of my old high school buddies always wore a Mario shirt. And it's like him jumping, and it says, power up. Well, that's the way we would say it to annoy the piss out of him.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
Give me a second.
There you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several inefficiencies in our methods. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
I'm proud to help the Institute. Here's hoping it all pays off.
At this point, there is no doubt. It will succeed, and very shortly. There is one more part for you to play, and I think you might enjoy it. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth, to request that they do not interfere with our plans. You should be the one to do it.
You've got to be kidding me.
Absolutely not. You are to be the director of the Institute. You are the only reasonable choice for so important a task. We've prepared some remarks for you to record. Once you're finished, we'll broadcast them to the entire Commonwealth. Use the microphone here and follow the script.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists. That we are among you. It is true. But it is not the whole truth. We're here. And we are here to help. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your daily lives. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in unnecessary difficulties for all parties. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting. Perhaps not what we originally intended, but it will certainly get your point across. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
I could use some fresh air.
A quaint phrase, though I'm afraid the air there is anything but fresh. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth. If we'd like the people to hear what we have to say, it's the best way to reach them. Before we preempt their broadcast, we need to ensure it reaches the maximum range possible. I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need to install them to boost the broadcasting power. Report back when you're done. We should be ready by then.
Diamond City.
Got our eyes on you, even if you are palling around with Nick Valentine.
That'll be good.